In this video, let's talk about how to do a front kick and how to build your muscles and also some stretches that will help you in your journey to get an amazing front kick. Because if you're a beginner in Taekwondo, front kick is one of the most important things that you need to know and learn how to do because it's in every form and so on. So we're going to talk about three stages. Number one stage, understanding the foundation. Number two stage, learning how to build those muscles for your front kick. And number three stage, little bit of extra stretches so that you can get your kicks a little bit higher. Number one, understanding the foundation. So when you start from your guarding stance or your fighting stance, you want to understand how you can throw that front kick. So number one is you have to bend your knee, but as you bend your knee to the highest point, you want to pull your heel to your butt as hard as you can, but in a relaxed motion. So once you're here, you're going to go one and then two. So once again, one and then two. This will really help you engage this tightness so that you can kick higher later on. A great understanding is a knee strike really fast, but then pull your heel to your butt as you do that knee strike in like this. Next step, you want to make sure that you just put your finger in front of your forehead, and when you bend that knee, you don't want to touch your finger with your forehead. So that means even if you move forward by like a centimeter, your kick will go lower by a centimeter. Imagine you go like this and you kick as high as you can. Doesn't really work, right? So we cover two, bend your knee, heel to your butt, and then don't go forward. Number three is when you're about to reach your maximum point of your knee up, you want to make sure you pivot and extend at the very same time. This is where a lot of people make a mistake where they don't pivot their foot and you don't get that reach forward and you can't kick high. So by pivoting 90 degrees, it unlocks your hips so that you can kick forward and more further and higher. So once again, don't go forward, bend your knee, heel to your butt, and then pivot when you extend, one, and then pull it back, easy peasy. Stage two is learning how to build some strength for your front kick. Let me give you two examples. Number one is a snap. Everyone can do this. Even my son, he's 3 years old right now, and then when I tell him to, can you do a front kick? And he goes like this, he tries to bend your knee and then snap, like he does that. So if he's three, anyone can do this. So snap is very, very easy. Once you want to build your foundation is when you kick your front kick, you want to try to hold it just like this with a little bit of pop power. And once you get that power, when you bend your knee, you're going to hold that knee at the same position. Common mistake is a lot of people go like this and then they drop their knee afterwards, or they kick and then they can't hold it to that same spot. So what you want to do is you want to aim your comfortable height. If it's low, just try to hold it there and then bend your knee after, same spot. And get higher and so on. So I would recommend doing this 100 times, both sides. You will feel the pain. Like it's going to hurt. So no pain, no gain. Oh, by the way, if you guys like this kind of content and you guys want to learn more, I do have online courses that you can check out below. And it's November, so there's Black Friday sales going on. So please check it out. The next example is a drill that you can apply. So when you bend your knee to kick, you want to pivot when you extend, right? Just like we learned before. And you're going to do 5. So you're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5. So if you're able to do this up to 5 times, that means you have pretty good muscles and good control. If you can't do up to 5, it's okay. Just take your time. And I would highly encourage you to do up to 20, both sides. If you can. So the key point of this training is learning your muscles, how to relax and engage your quadriceps. So if you can do this, that's amazing. Stage 3, let me talk about one of my favorite stretches for your front kick. And this is probably the only stretch that you'll need to know for front kick. Number one, just kneel down like this and take a knee, right? And then from here, I want your knee to go on the outside, just like a pivot motion. This will open your hips. And then you're going to go forward as much as possible. And you're going to keep pushing and then relax your shoulders and just hold this static stretch just nice and slow. This will allow you to open up your hip flexors when you do a higher front kick. Now, once you have finished stretching about 30 seconds, I would recommend cool down. So when you stretch for about 30 seconds, you're going to pull your leg forward this time, and then you're going to go forward, and then both hands on either side, and drop your chest and forehead to your leg. And then if you can go all the way down and slowly relax while you keep this 90-degree angle, or even more if you can. And then the next one, of course, you just try to straighten this leg. Now, when you straighten this leg, you want to imagine a pivoting motion. So don't pull it down like that. Make sure pull it sideways, just like this, and belly button forward, head down, nice hold. Grab your leg, and stretch it out like that. So if you're able to do this both sides for every single day, your flexibility will only increase. Let me tell you something that's very important. Number one, you're going to feel very awkward doing something. Number two, you're going to feel mechanical. And number three is you're going to feel very natural. So in whatever area that you're in Taekwondo or martial arts, or even in your life, if you feel awkward, I highly encourage you not to give up because 95% of the people give up on the awkward stage just because there's an invisible progression. They cannot see the progression and it's still awkward and you just don't know what you're doing and it feels weird at the same time. So I highly encourage you to keep pushing, don't give up until you reach the mechanical stage. The mechanical stage is when your body kind of knows what to do. But when you look at someone dance, for example, and if they're dancing to the beat, that's a great dancer. If they're dancing to the lyrics, it looks good, but it's not as great as the person who's dancing to the beat. So same with Taekwondo. When you first start, you might look awkward. You might not even know what you're doing. You just feel very, very conscious about your emotions. But mechanical stage, you know what to do. You know the foundations. You know everything. You know all the steps. So this is pretty good. And from here, when you become a natural, you'll have a really, really good concept and it looks really good at the same time. So please remember those three stages as you're practicing your front kicks or even anything in Taekwondo. If this video really helped you out and maybe gave you a little bit of value, I would encourage you to subscribe and share this video with a friend that you know that kind of needs a little bit better front kicks. And once again, since it's November, I have some Black Friday sales going on and you can click the link below and hopefully I'll see you there. Thank you for your time and we'll see you in the next video.